Hi there, it's Jody Lawyer, Holistic Occupational Therapist at Helix Healing Path. And for today's mini lesson, I thought I would share with you some information on the chakra system and ways that you can help to clear your own chakras. So in Sanskrit, the word chakra means wheel. So we have these wheels in our system, which is on our spine. And so each of the chakras, there's 7 main ones that we focus on when we're talking about healing our chakras and for them to be flowing freely. So it's more of like your life force energy that is innervated and through the spinal column. And so your root chakra is at the base, and then it goes to sacral, and then solar plexus and heart, throat, the brow chakra, and the crown. And I'm going to talk about these in a little bit more detail, but there are 7 that we focus on. There are actually more chakras that extend beyond, but those take a while to get unlocked. But a chakra vitalizes the physical body and is associated with different interactions of physical and emotional nature and mental nature as well. And so when we are looking at our chakras, there is a lot that we can do to help those to free flowing, and that just helps to have a domino effect in the rest of your life as well. The root chakra is called Muladhara, and that is the basis of existence. And it is located at the base of your spine, so down here, right above the sacrum, and it's about safety and security, feeling rooted and supported. And this is blocked by trauma or fear. So if you have a lot of unhealed trauma and your ability to feel safe, even though we work on fear in the amygdala in terms of physical body, when you're looking at your chakra system, fear is in the base of the spine, and you really cannot actualize until you get this fear out of your body. And so working within, that's why I do so much with not only the QNRT and healing the trauma with the neural rewiring, I work with the chakra system as well, because it's all combined to help you heal and grow yourself. So it's blocked by fear. You often feel disconnected from the body. It can manifest as eating disorders, anger and rage, and sluggishness or anxiety disorders, feeling panic attacks, worrying, and overthinking. And it is affiliated with the adrenal glands. So you can do some of your own chakra clearing. There's different meditations that can help you get into that really Zen space. But even one is just doing some circles with your spine and rotating. So you're going to pretend that you have a line of energy through your base of your spine all the way up to your crown, and then you can go the other way. And you want to make sure that your sits bones are really rooted into the ground. So this is your connection then to that space in the earth. Another thing that you can do is just rise tall and doing mountain pose and standing and rooting down with your feet into the ground and really feeling yourself being connected in to the earth and raising up tall. So that's another way that you can activate your root chakra. The sacral chakra is the second one, and it's indicated by orange, and it's the dwelling place of the self. And it's between your navel, and it's right around in this area below the navel, and it's about sensuality, your sexuality, creativity, and the emotional body. So this is about movement and flow and pleasure and connecting with others. And when there is sexual trauma that needs to be addressed, your sacral chakra will often be on lockdown, or if there's different messages that were given to you about sexuality or the way gender roles, etc., that can also cause the sacral chakra to be blocked. But it's fearing change, and there may be sexual discomfort or sexual dysfunction and depression and feeling uninspired creatively, or maybe not wanting to connect with others. So there can also manifest as urinary discomfort. Addictions are all housed here in the sacral chakra. So that includes like shopping, gambling, alcohol, drugs, drama is even an addictive pattern, food, whatever that might be. They are all housed in the sacral chakra. And this is affiliated with the testicles and the ovaries. So sacral chakra is a big one because it's not only about your connection with others and your sensuality and your sexuality, but it's also about where you create. So when you can free up your sacral chakra, this will help to bring your dreams and your wishes into fruition in the physical. And so it's such a powerful chakra that we really take that for granted. So healing all of your chakras really helps you to rise up and to actualize who you are at the core. So one of the things that you can do is you're going to pretend like you're a cat and cow, but you are going to compress your spine like an accordion. So you're going to raise up tall, and then you go and slouch, and then bring it up tall, and you're going to force out the air while you are coming down. So up again, and you want to just play around with that and do that 5 to 10 times or whatever you're comfortable with. And I'm going to teach you another strategy to help cultivate the heat in your body, to help bring the heat into your pelvic area, which is not about, it is about your central energy, but it's not exactly what you think. It is to help you have that fire energy inside your pelvis all the time, so that that's what's going to be flowing. But a word of advice or caution is, if you know that you have some sexual trauma that needs to be addressed, to do that first and really work with a skilled therapist to be able to heal that, help you heal that before you start doing this kind of an exercise. But what you want to do then is you're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose rapidly 27 times. So it's pretty fast. And then what you're going to be doing afterward is you're going to nod your head, or it's like bringing your head back and forth 3 times, and that just helps to center you. So if it does feel a little bit heady with all of that breath coming in, but it looks like this. And I'm not gonna lie, I get a little bit disoriented and a little bit dizzy when I get into the 20s. So you can tell that my breathing slows down just a little bit. If this is uncomfortable to do it 27 times, what I've often done is we'll divide it up. And so you want to allocate, like 4 times for the root chakra. And you imagine then that you got this little ball that's coming up into the root chakra, and then down, and then up into the sacral chakra, do it 4 times, and then down, and then up into the solar plexus, and thereafter. And then take a little pause in between each of those chakras. And that is another way that you can do it if it feels too uncomfortable. The most important thing is to just focus on the breath and to intention that this energy is coming up into your body. All right, now we're moving on to the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus is lustrous gem, and this is your personal power, energy, and warrior transformation, indicated by the color yellow, like the sun, located above the belly button. This is confidence, vitality, taking responsibility for your life. And when it is blocked, we can have difficulty making decisions, anger, depression, feeling helpless or unmotivated. Oh my gosh, haven't we all been there? Poor self-esteem is another one, and this is affiliated with the pancreas. So sometimes you'll notice, when you're maybe talking to somebody, if you're like put off by them, you might stand like this unconsciously. It's not so much that you're blocked off from being open, it's more like you're protecting your solar plexus energy. So you may watch how you show up with certain people and what that's happening unconsciously. But one of the things that you can do is actually hug yourself, so right around the gut here, and you're just going to sway back and forth. You are going to help activate this solar plexus energy, and you can do a few rounds of this. You can also do reverse planks, you can do a boat pose, you can do hip bridges, anything that opens this up, because you're really exposing the belly, which think about when you pet a dog and when they open up their belly, they trust you. So what you're trying to do is trust yourself by opening that up. So that is the solar plexus chakra, all right? The heart chakra, indicated by the color green or pink, is anahata, which is unstruck, unbeaten, unhurt. And this is your fourth chakra located above the heart. So it's actually affiliated with the thymus. We have like a low heart, which is your heart, and then your high heart. And I often work on connecting these two for people when they come in to see me. And this is about balance and calmness and serenity. And this is unconditional love for yourself and for others, and the ability to give and receive love. This is about your self-worth and knowing that you are deserving of all good things. Stress, emotional pain, hanging on to past pain and destructive relationships will block that heart chakra from actually opening up. So you really want to make sure that you are working on healing that heart. And so shame can hang out here, grief, fear, and not fear of somebody chasing you kind of fear, but fear of, really putting yourself out there or being brave, because sometimes when we've had messages of, well, you can't do that, or maybe somebody stomps on your idea and then you never have the courage to actually put it into practice or action, that is heart emotion that needs to be healed. So those are things that can also block that heart from actually opening up. Giving of yourself and doing acts of service will actually help you open up your heart chakra as well. Heart has its own electromagnetic field and is 100 times greater than the strength of our brain energy field. Isn't that fascinating? And so people can feel this heart energy 3 feet away. And so when you're exuding love and that happiness, people want to be around that joy. People can feel that and they want to be around it. So healing the heart then is that process then of healing the two, the lower heart and the higher heart. And so one of the things that you can do is put your hands on your shoulders, and then you're going to rotate back and forth, kind of sashay a little bit. And this will help with that heart energy and that heart chakra. So a couple things that you can do there. You can also really stand tall and open up your heart. So legs up the wall where you're laying down flat, and then use the wall to balance your legs. Open this whole area up. This will help with your throat chakra as well. So those are a couple things that you can do to activate the heart chakra. The throat chakra is the purifier, and it is the 5th chakra indicated by the color turquoise, affiliated with the thyroid gland, and it is at the neck. And so it's responsible for expressing ourselves authentically and with creative expression, verbal, written, art, music, any way that you are creatively expressing yourself. When it's blocked, there may be a loss for words, there might be teeth grinding, that lump in the throat, TMJ, really actually unable to express ourselves, and there could be excessive stress from that fear of speaking out. So there is some things you can do if you are having difficulty expressing yourself verbally. You can journal. You can write out these things. Meditation will help you just clear and to be able to really process things in a different way if you're having difficulty with that. So an exercise that you can do to actually help you with your throat chakra is to make a ha sound. So you're going to do punches in the air and literally say ha, 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 ha. And you want to do that several times, and maybe when no one's around, because they might think something's up. But anyway, you can also work on journaling, as I mentioned before. You could even say it out loud, talk it out loud. If you have an important speech or kind of a conversation that you want to have with somebody, you could actually record it in your phone and then listen to it to see how you are kind of showing up. So those are all things that you can do to help you with your throat chakra. But anything that you can do to express yourself, and it doesn't have to be verbal, it can be the creative expression. You're putting yourself out there, and that's what is important for helping you to unblock your throat chakra. Again, you can do legs up the wall and really open this whole area up. That will help with opening up your throat chakra. All right, the brow chakra is to perceive. And it is your sixth chakra located in the center of the forehead between the eyebrows. And it's considered to be part of the pranic system. It is affiliated with the pituitary gland. When it's blocked, we daydream, we may have mental distortions. And one of the things is when you have a lot of trauma, you dissociate quite a bit, or you can have like these, I wouldn't say out of body, but you're not present. And so that can cause us to have like a schism there in between reality and this perception. So you really, when you do meditate, you can really help to heal your trauma because it brings up the blocks in your system to help you heal. And this is then where your intuition can become more activated and you trust your intuition even more and don't chalk it up to a coincidence. Because our intuition is always guiding us, but a lot of times when you're first starting out, you may not trust it. And so as you become as you heal and as you become more in tune with yourself, you learn to trust yourself even more. But also when it's blocked, you can become over analytical, emotional, you ignore trusting that intuition, you can mistrust people very easily. And so it's really important then to get in touch with that brow chakra. And so there's an exercise you can do. This one is called candle gazing, and it's where you actually stare at a flame. And so fire, is a purifier, and fire is very mesmerizing. So what you want to do is just hone in on the flame, try to block out the outside noise, and just kind of get zened out and watch the flame, so that your two eyes then start to focus on a single focal point, which is the tip of the flame. It may feel kind of funny, but maybe play some music in the background if this is your first time doing this. So I'm not going to do it for that much longer, but that is one exercise that you can do. Anytime that you put your forehead on the ground, so getting an extended child's pose where your legs are out and you just lay on the floor with your legs out, that is also a very grounding position as well. So you want to get grounded also before you're activating this, because you still want to be a part of this life and be in this reality. You just need to be grounded within it. So that's another type of exercise that you can do, or a position that you can do. The crown chakra is our seventh chakra, located above the top of the head, the crown. It's 1,000-petaled, indicated by the color purple, and it's affiliated with the pineal gland. And this is where we are connected to God, to Source, divine intelligence, the universe, whatever you call that for yourself, and where we attain liberation, understanding this unity and connectedness of all beings. And so when it's blocked, we may feel emotional distress, disconnected from others or events, and we lack this inspiration. So one thing that you can do is wide-legged straddles, where any time where you're bringing your head down, any kind of an inversion actually will help you get in touch with that crown chakra. So just letting your head hang, gorilla pose is another one. But anytime that you can bring your head down in inversion, actually helps you shift your perspective as well. Going upside down helps you look at things in a different way. So crown chakra is your seventh one. And when you are blocked, sometimes I've seen it where not a single movement is happening with any of the chakras, and that's when someone is very shut off from their body. And so that's why I love doing body work so much, because it really helps to open up the chakras, and I love to connect to them for people and help them open up a little bit more and learn how then they can do this for themselves. So anything that you can do for yourself to help you with your chakras and getting them to shift and move, you want to grease those wheels a little bit. This is going to help tremendously shift you in life, because you're connecting the physical body, the mind, emotions, and then your energy centers, or your wheels, your chakras, to help you move through life. So this is our mini lesson on the chakras. I hope this was helpful. If you feel like you want to reach out for questions or comments, please do so at jody@helixhealingpath.com. Have a fantastic day, and namaste.